Today we're doing the first oil change on my McLaren MP4-12c. Definitely the first time doing an oil change on a supercar, so we shall see how this all goes. We're going to video it for you and list all the tools and parts you might need, so check the description below for all those after you watch the video. We'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I think we've got all the tools and parts ready to go here. We got the OW40. Got a couple of torque wrenches, not sure. I did some conversions to inch pounds. I might use the inch pound wrench there. It's a little smaller, might be a little more maneuverable. That's a 36mm oil filter housing wrench, specific for oil filters. If you've got just the axle nut 36mm socket, that'd probably work too. Got just a regular ratchet there, T50, that's for the oil plug on the bottom of the engine. 19mm there for the oil tank plug. The trusty impact wrench, you may want to have that. There's over 20 10mm bolts that have to come out from underneath to get the protective tray to rebuild the engine. So then of course the oil filter, a couple of new crush washers there, aluminum one for the tank, then there's a copper 19mm there for the engine oil plug. That's a 14mm on the aluminum. And there's a couple of 9/16 rubber O-rings for the oil lines. I've got all of these parts listed in the description with links to where to get everything. So after the video, if you need all that info, just check the description. So we've got everything I think we need, but let's get started. We'll go all the way to the back first. Start here, see what we get. Well, there's a washer on each bolt that falls off, so that's fun. Taking this off is probably not very bad. It'll be a pain to get everything lined up to put it back on. All in the name of aerodynamics, I guess. Bad thing about these trays, you don't know if you have an engine oil leak. Hopefully there's no surprises when we take this cover off. That'd suck if there was a bunch of oil on that cover, right? Looks like we got some more over here. That one looks bigger than the ones we just took off. So those have to go right there. That one looks bigger too. Still 10mm, but just a bigger thread. Yeah, see, that's the smaller one with the Alright, where are we at? We got one in the middle here. I'm gonna leave that for last. Hopefully that will hold it up. Well, there's a weird one. What's going on over here? So this is like a Allen head. It doesn't match the rest of the bolt, so that's gonna slow our progress right there while we find that tool. You never know what you're gonna get. So let's keep going on these. All right, so we got that cover off. There's our engine oil drain plug that's coming out. And there is the aluminum oil tank plug, the big 19mm. So the good thing is it looks pretty dry down here. Maybe a little seepage from that. That's one of the oil lines there. We're gonna take those off. So, some new O-rings on there. Yeah. So, next up, oil drain. All right. So, we're gonna do this drain plug first. I'm gonna get my extension or shutter. And where this one's located, I can do it from without being underneath the car. Fortunately, we have to get back under there for the oil engine plug. Alright. So, I inevitably always make a frickin' mess, no matter how hard I try. So I'm sure this is gonna go splashing everywhere. It comes out as quick as my GT3 oil change. They just freaking a lot of oil all at once. We'll see how this goes. That wasn't very tight, I'll have you know. We'll make sure we'll get that torqued back to the right. So you guys ready for a mess? See how this goes. There she goes. So we'll let that do its thing for a while. Drain it all out. All right. So we are going to put the new crush washer on the plug. 14mm washer, aluminum. So 13 foot-pounds or 156 inch-pounds, which is, it's not very much, guys, I'm telling you. So that's why it must have come off so easily when first got down here to. Okay, engine oil plug time. Not as friendly as taking out the one on the one that was under the car. That one's a little tighter. Might need to reposition. There we go. Let's see if we can not make a mess on this one. Oh, there she goes. Ugh. Yep, there she is, making a mess. Never fails, never fails. All right, 2 plugs down. Now we gotta do the oil lines. Time to put this plug back in with the new washer. So this guy, 18 foot-pounds, or in inches, that is a 216 inch-pounds. There we go. All right, oil line time. Not sure what size those are. I don't know. Let's see if it is a 10 or not. Might be smaller. That's definitely not 10 millimeters. So, going shopping for a smaller size. Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna work. It's a tiny wrench. Might break some knuckles. We're gonna give it a try. So 8 ended up being 8 millimeter. It's a little tight in here. Well, not sure how we're gonna get that to break loose now. Oh, come on, baby. Let's twist this around. It wiggles. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ooh, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're gonna need a flathead to pop that out, maybe. I think we're gonna need one. Oh, flat to there. To be able to. This is gonna end up being a mess, you can see already. Alright, there's one. I haven't said it yet, but this is a little bit more involved than a Porsche oil change. Just a little bit. If you want to know how to change oil on a GT3, go check out my other videos. Alright, we got the other oil line off. A lot less oil came out of that side. We'll let that drip for a little bit, and then we have to get the O-rings off of there with a pick tool. So we'll get those off and put the new O-rings on and put them back on. Okay, we're gonna try and put some new O-rings on this. See how well that goes. Well, I can tell you they went on way easier than it came off. See if we can get this one play nice. There we go. Nice. Sealed up right nice. Now, let's get our bolts. Alright. Getting the screw back in on this side at least. And since we can't really get my torque wrench on this, we're gonna just have to snug it. Alright, hopefully that was good. Finally got this side started. And get her tightened down. All right, snugged. Yeah. Hopefully our O-rings are good and have no leaks. That one, and we got our tank. Alright, I think we're down under here until we put the cover back on. And we'll get the oil filter out next. Okay, we got a little bit longer extension, so I'll take this off. Maybe. There we go. Okay, I think that's loose. So I'm going to grab a plastic bag now. Try to get that cap off without leaking all over. Well, there you go. Take the plastic cover off. If you take the plastic intake cover off, then it comes out. Okay, oil filter is in. And now we do our 18 foot-pounds or 216 inch panel. Start. So I've got 4 in this jug here left. What the oil level says. Okay, we are going into the menus here to check the oil level. The little one with the car in the eye. Down to oil status. Apply throttle. So you have to apply the throttle, just mash the throttle with the brake held. Alright, we are checking the oil level. It's got to count down for 40 seconds. Equals oil level maximum. So we may need to actually just remove just a tad bit of oil. Alright, we are going to recheck the oil level here after we removed a little over a half a quart. Lesson learned, start with a lower amount. Here we go. Say start with like 6.5 quarts and then work your way up. That way you don't have to drain out half a quart or more. So yeah, this tray is probably the biggest pain in the butt of the whole oil change. We're getting there. Well guys, we finally got the oil all changed. Some tips for when you change your McLaren oil: start on the lower side of the oil when you're putting the new oil in. I put probably about half quart too much and it was given a maximum reading. I took just a little over a half a quart out, and now I'm getting an okay level reading. So just start with the low side. So I don't know if I'd go 7 quarts, maybe 6.5 to start, and then check the oil level. Go from there. That'll save you having to go back under and draining a little bit out of the oil plug. So alright guys, I appreciate you tuning in. If you got any questions, just comment below. But like I said, I've got all the details, all the tools, all the parts that you need in the description, so take a look at those, and stay tuned for the next one. Have a good one, guys.